What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper.
What's up?
With our matching windbreakers on.
Yeah, we've got team windbreakers.
You hear a little swooshy action going on. It's just team windbreaker season right now, so.
The wind never stood a chance.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, but it is a pretty sick look, I can't lie.
We had a full day today.
We did. What did we do? We did a lot, kinda.
Yeah, we woke up, went to Chicago, saw the Cubs get destroyed by the Reds.
Yeah, it was not much of a game.
Then we went to... Well, actually, before we did that, we went to
And we made
K-pop Nara.
We went to K-pop Nara at Woodfield to get a couple things.
Got some goodies.
We each got one thing. Our friend got way more, but that's okay. And we made our way to Wrigley Field with your sister and her husband, Matt.
Yep, they were there.
We watched the baseball game with them. Most of it left a little early because, like you said, it wasn't really a game.
Yeah, we left it was 6-0 in the
it was
bottom of
the
seventh.
seventh, so we were like, let's just get out of here to avoid traffic. And we did.
My grandma's shirt.
But we still had traffic. Yeah, we got your grandma's shirt.
A ton of traffic. It took us an hour and 42 minutes to go 26 miles.
Woo!
So we ate at one of our favorite hot pot places,
Yes.
BBQ.
Yep.
In Bolingbrook.
On the way home, too, so. Like you were saying.
It didn't matter if there's traffic or not, because you had to go that way to leave anyway.
It's exactly the way we had to go. You may ask yourself, why would you put yourself in such a hassle of driving in all that traffic for that short of mileage? It's the way we had to go.
Yeah, we weren't even I don't know.
We had to go that way.
Time frame.
It's the fastest way to go.
There's no way of avoiding it. We had to go that way.
Yeah, we had to go through the traffic, but we got there. We powered through. We ate hot pot. We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah,
but it's really good. It's one of my favorite ones.
It was really good.
We had a good time with the...
Then we went to Cosmics.
They went to McCosmics or Cosmics because they are closing for good.
The end of the month, which is today.
Literally, yeah, honestly, this might have been the last day you can get it. Not kidding.
Kind of sad because the drink I got was pretty delicious.
Yeah. I think I've been there 3 total times, and every time it's been pretty amazing, so I don't know. And lucky for us, Bolingbrook, we don't go there all the time, but it was on the way if we ever go to Chicago, so it was a little bit convenient.
Yeah.
So it's not like they were all just in Texas, so we could never go or anything, but it was good while it lasted, I guess.
On to the next adventure, I suppose.
We'll see. But it was a fun day, and we got back at a pretty decent time and watched wrestling like we do.
Yep.
And now we're here. It's a very full day.
It's kind of crazy to think at this time earlier we were legit in Chicago driving in traffic to get to...
Yeah, 12:25 we did do a lot of driving today. It's just busy there. It's a busy place. It's a busy... There's always people going somewhere there. Especially when you're in kind of the more neighborhoody stuff. That takes a while because the stop signs and the lights but we got there.
And it was fun. One way.
It was fun. We had a pretty nice day. A little cloudy, but we didn't really have any rain or anything.
No, it was actually extremely nice.
We were a little worried about some rain, but we were all good. Cool vibe at the field. So
it was very good.
It was fun.
Justin also has tried all the different flavored of Fresca.
Oh my gosh.
So he can give you a definitive ranking of his
favorite
flavors.
Such a Fresca believer. It's crazy how much I enjoy it. From a week ago, first trying it. But I gotta say, the black cherry one's probably my favorite.
It was very good.
And then I gotta go with the grapefruit one is my second, which I'm drinking now. And then peach, still really good. I'll put it third. Yeah, I love Fresca. It's so good. Great taste, less filling. That's Fresca.
But in other news, Justin found an awesome rookie group that...
Yeah, we gotta say...
We've been listening to.
I found him yesterday just going through... Well, I was trying to... I watched Solgi Irene's M Countdown, and then I watched some other stages, and then I watched this debuting group who I had no idea who it is, called Curious.
Is it Curious? Kira?
I don't know the actual name.
Curious?
But they had a debut stage called Kill My Boss, with a money sign. Very interesting name. And I watched it, and I recognized someone we know from Island 2, Ling Ling, who was a very good contestant that made it pretty far, that we thought might be in the final group.
Gosh.
She was not, but...
So close, but so far away.
She was in the group, but they had a song, and it's a country K-pop pop song. I guess, K-pop country song. And it's not just elements where it's a little part where they're wearing cowboy hats. It's the whole song is a twangy, awesome...
It's got some twang in there.
I've never heard a K-pop song like this ever. I was kind of mind blown, and it is really sick. I sent it in the chat. I thought it was amazing. I don't know who any of these girls are. I don't know what this company. I don't know this group at all. I didn't even know they were coming out. But I just randomly watched it, and yeah, it was. I loved everything about it. I don't even like country music. I do not at all. But this vibe was sick.
Yeah, he told me to look it up. He's like, check this out. This is awesome. Go, okay.
It was
Watched
so.
it, and I was like, hey, it's Ling Ling. And then I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
It's cool, yeah, and it is. I guess it's nice to know one person in the group, but yeah, the other people, I have no idea where they came from. No idea they were debuting, but they had a really cool debut stage. We actually watched it today. Cool setup. Their video's doing pretty well. So
yeah, it's got like 1.7 million views in one day.
I mean, it's like a great song regardless, but I just was really impressed because I don't think I've ever heard any K-pop that's like really blew my mind because it's so different, and this did. So it was impressive. I hope they do well, and I hope people like it. So.
And then I listened to one song that also was friggin' sick.
Oh my gosh.
Good Girl Song by At Heart.
Oh, it's so cool.
Which I guess is a debuting girl group I've never heard of until yesterday.
Yeah.
But that song was awesome. That was a pre-debut song.
It was super good. I listened to it. It's really good. Really power, happy pop music.
The kickflip song I sent you, the like comeback, was really good.
That was sick. I listened to it. I gotta make my way through the album, but I was telling you I listened to a few more songs on it, and they were like all good. Like
I do remember when they came out.
They're a very cool boy group.
We're like, these guys are definitely the future.
Yeah. Aren't they going to Lala or something?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's a big deal already, but
yeah, well, that song was called
Freeze. Yeah, Freeze was sick.
Also, the song came out by the subunit offshoot of Dreamcatcher.
UAU or something?
Yeah, and they had 2 months, which is Sua, Jiu, and Yuyun.
Yeah.
Sick song.
Yeah, it was very cool.
I told them it reminded me of like Taki Taki 2.0.
They made their
trap house beat in there.
They made their own version. But it was really good. That was very cool. I really liked Tilt was really good. It was really solid. It's not better than Monster, but it's still a really good song. The rest of Irene and Solgi's songs on the album are very, very good. I liked it. I thought it was really, really like a really good album overall. But yeah, I was just watching their stage, and that's when I like found the other one. I finally watched the Triple S stage. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of people on stage. That is, and then
so many.
Yeah, but yeah, that was some cool finds we had the last couple days. Like actual new people too. Like not like 6 months ago, and we're like, hey, check this out. It was like brand new people.
Then the other song that came out, don't know when it came out, but I saw it on a playlist today. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And that was the song. Oh, it just came from 2024.
Oh, okay.
But it's 1, 2, 3, 4 by Jewing from DIA. Very old school sounding, like city pop vibes to it. Very
it's
good.
Cool. We found it in the car.
So that one is not new, but it's new to me.
Yeah, I know. Good on her for doing something a year ago.
Yeah, I know. I was like, sick. I'm glad she's like making music.
Yeah.
And that's some good stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. Some good finds this week. I always like that. No new surprise entrance for Kcon, so
nope.
Just letting you know right now. Nothing, no surprise yet. I don't know. I have an ambitious feeling we might get something else, but who knows?
We might get like 1 or 2
maybe not.
People. I don't know if we'll get like a big person.
I'm not setting my hopes high.
Still hoping for Cat's Eye to be there so I can hear Gnarly live.
If Jan can fly, they can fly. That's all
true.
I'm saying.
I mean,
he's going to Lala in Kcon, so just do that.
They can make it happen.
You can get on a plane for like 4 hours at most.
Let's see. I'm gonna make my song of the day. Well, it's not song of the day. My
song of the day for sure.
It's a song I heard on showing Justin earlier by a group I never knew existed from like 2004.
It was very cool.
And it's a band called PMtoday, and they're like a old school, like early 2000s emo group like we like to listen to. And the name of the song is called Rice for Asian Boys. And it's very good.
It's allowed to say.
It's really good.
It was very good, actually.
It's from a little EP called 2005 EP. Came out January 5th, 2005. The other songs on it called This Disease, Breakaway, and The Happy Song. They're very, very early emo-y sounding.
I mean, that's
really loved them.
Literally the only way to describe it. That's exactly what it was.
Which is weird because later on I like Googled them because I'd never heard of them before. and stuff came up and like, oh, this other album they had out, I forgot what it was called. It's like later on down the line, you know, when they got like a studio gig and stuff, and they like were able to like actually record music.
Yeah.
Nowhere as good as what the first 2 EPs were.
Well, of course.
They kind of like lost and became less
happens to everybody.
And more like clean sounding.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same.
Happens to a lot of people.
But apparently a lot of people like it because a lot of people messaged them in the thing and were like, oh,
yeah,
this album changed my life. It helped me through a lot of rough times. Like,
well,
this is the good stuff. I wish they're more famous. I listened to like the first 10 seconds of one of the songs. I'm like, this ain't it.
They changed. Something changed.
But
it's not the same.
2005 PMtoday hit different. You should check it out. It's good.
Yeah. Mine is one we found in the car today. And quick backstory, I showed you a Triple S B-side that was really good. That was my favorite song after their new album. And we determined that it sounded like a Kesha song from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So that led us to being like, what does Kesha do? Haven't heard anything about her in years. And you looked her up on Spotify, and it turns out she released a little album today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. Yeah, like when we're in the car. Like it literally said today on the release. So we listened to some of it, and it's pretty good. And there was, I guess, a B-side with her and T-Pain. What was it called? YIPPEE-KI-YAY?
Yeah.
Or something?
It was very country
again,
also.
Maybe I just have a thing for like the country that's not actual country, because there's like another country pop song with Kesha and T-Pain. It was awesome. It was really good. We were like talking about something, and like the chorus came. Totally lost our train of thought and like jammed to the song. So go check out Kesha's new album because she's back.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know.
Today.
It's so weird. We're like, oh, I wonder what she's up to today or yesterday.
Perfect
music.
Timing.
It was, but it was very cool. Go check it out. She still has a lot of people that listen to her. We saw. So.
Yeah, she's like the 84th most listened to person in the world.
That's pretty insane because I thought she was like done with music, but very good for her.
That's when we discovered that apparently music where it's like country infused is good, but actual country music is
not good. Standing by that.
Because there's a couple other songs that we like that have like kind of country infused into it, like country rock.
Yeah.
Or country pop punk, but it's not actual straight up country music. So.
And it's like so sick.
That must be the difference.
Like something about it is it's not actual country.
Maybe it's just a stigma and country music is good. We just don't think.
Yeah, we're just not giving it the right fair shot since we're like, wow, I love every single one of these songs I hear. That's the vibe, but nah, country music stinks.
Yeah.
No apologies there. It stinks. But yeah, those some good ones.
Good music.
We listened to a lot of music.
We had a lot of good stuff.
We had a lot of music in the car today because we had a lot. Honestly, probably did driving more than anything.
Yeah, I mean,
but it was worth it.
Even if we didn't go super slow, we drove for what, like 6.5, 7 hours?
Mm-hmm. I'd say so.
So, I mean, we definitely spent more time driving than anything.
It was fun. It was like old times.
Everything we did, if you split up into sections, was more time than we spent at the actual baseball game we went to.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, eating probably took longer. It just went quick, and then we left a little earlier. It was like, okay. I mean, it wasn't much of a ball game, so what can you do?
Yeah. Don't know how those guys are leading the division, but...
Maybe they'll probably win tomorrow and Sunday when we're not there, so...
It's our fault.
It was fun. It was our yearly baseball trip.
Every time we've gone, it's been nice, so that's good.
Yeah, it's been a fun time.
Wrigley Field's a nice place.
Yeah, it's cool. Historic. Legendary.
I don't really pay a ton of attention to baseball all the time.
Yeah.
Because personally, if I'm not, like, there, I guess, or, like, anything, I don't really think it's that exciting. Especially like I'm just watch on TV.
Sure. That's fair. I honestly really don't either.
But I guess, just by default at this point, I just got to be considered a Cubs fan.
Yeah, we're just Cubs
fans. That's the only team I've gone and seen live ever, and I've seen them twice, so...
Yeah. We've seen them lose twice.
I guess that, or I can say I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan.
Yeah,
I've only seen them twice, too.
And they've won both times, so... But
no, that's right, they have, because they won last time we were there, too.
Yeah, and last year's game was way better than this one. We did see them hit, like, multiple home runs today. That was cool.
So, yeah, I mean, we're at a Wrigley Field, so I guess I'll either be a Cubs fan or...
Yeah, a Reds fan.
Reds fan.
Yeah, but it is fun. I don't really pay too much attention to baseball either, but it is cool to go watch. And I mean, Wrigley Field's very historic.
It is way more enjoyable while you're there than when you're.
It's just like chill. You kind of
like sitting at your house listening to Bob Baker.
Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know. Last time I even did that, or like watched. Probably when the Cubs won the World Series, I actually like tried to watch on TV. But other than that, yeah, it's a long game. It's a long game.
Very long. But yeah, this episode's gonna be a super fun, exciting one. Maybe. I promise you this is going to be the last Kcon related episode. But I thought today, since we talked about the actual artists going the last couple weeks, that we can give you guys a helpful guide to going if you want to go yourself.
Absolutely.
Because we've gone a number of times now, and we know what to be prepared for.
Yes.
And how to be actually ready to go to the show.
Yeah.
Because some of our friends were not.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
And when we went at first, we were not either.
We definitely were not either.
We were not. Man, I was so confused.
So we'll
like
give you a
talk.
little fun on-the-fly guide to going to Kcon if you guys are thinking about going yourselves and you're listening to this right now.
Right.
For starters, it's important to know where you're going because no one that works there knows where you're going.
Yeah. That was our problem when we first went because the staff was not very helpful. So I'd just say get the places early. It was a lot better organized last year, but try and scout out the map that they have and figure out where the doors to get in are.
Also, I guess before we get to that, the important part is buy your tickets.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done that, you might not be able to. But
yeah, I was going to say, find your budget.
Yeah, find your budget because they have been different things. They change them every year how they're doing it.
Yeah, and figure out how the tickets are sold, if it's together, separate, all the stuff you want to do, list it out. That's what I did, of like what it's kind of going to be. Figure out your budget, and then go from there.
I will say the one thing you can probably get later on, depending on who the group is if you missed out, is like meet and greet tickets through like the Discord or whatever they got going on. It's like message people. People sell them because they can't go and stuff. You can buy them.
Yeah, there is like a nice Discord. I've used it before to buy tickets like day of for some meet and greets. So it's a helpful thing.
So I guess the first thing is get your tickets in your budget range. Figure out what you're doing. And like I said, I mean, if you can get the meet and greet tickets when you get them, get them. But if not, you can probably find them later from somebody.
Yeah.
Depending on who the group is. If it's zero-based one, no way.
You're not getting a shot.
Even other girl groups that are popular, you can still probably squeeze in there and find somebody that's willing to sell them to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing is, when you're going to be prepared, I'd highly suggest you take... Because you have a bag that has, like, a clear bag like normal places, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you go to the convention, which is not really part of the concert, there was, like, giving out free stuff or, like... You know, you can win things
like buy
stuff. So
yeah.
you'll be prepared to carry stuff around, something like carry it in your hands.
Yeah.
Because the actual convention ends a couple hours before the show starts. So
Right.
you have time to like leave or come back or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So get a bag, get a cell phone, make sure it's charged if you're going to take lots of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, bring a charging bank. Which is like true.
Also, if they allow you to, if you can, you want to like bring your own water bottle and fill it up with water or something.
Yeah.
Because stuff there is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Like anything you go to.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you can eat before going to the convention, do that. Because the food at the convention,
like even if you're not a breakfast person, like eat a little something because you're going to get...
The food, because once they get you in there, the food is a lot. So.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Which is weird because it's like the airport. Like when you try to bring stuff into the airport, they throw it away so you can't.
Right.
But when you're actually in there, you can get whatever you want, and they just don't care.
They throw away your Dasani water bottle to go buy a Dasani water bottle.
For like $18.
Same exact thing. So
also, sometimes eating's an important part because if you go at certain times and there's other people eating stuff, they very well could be sold out and you cannot get anything.
Yeah.
Or you have to go to the expensive places that cost like $30.
That did happen. That did happen before.
Yeah. I remember during the hurricane one when we went.
Oh my gosh, first year.
It was literally like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like a refugee camp.
Yeah, like
there was like nothing. Like everything was
the last
barren.
day. There was like no food. People were just like laying on the ground.
like it was weird.
And
like the actual hurricane hit.
That was when that was when the actual hurricane was coming and it was like raining.
Like people were trying to raid the eating area and literally the only thing they had to eat was like apples and bananas.
Yeah, it was like a little bit of fruit.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. That was like a very specific circumstance.
Yeah, gosh, that was ridiculous. Which it wasn't even that bad, but
also wear your walking shoes. Like I know you want to look cute and stuff, certain people. But you need to wear like shoes made for walking because you're gonna be walking.
You put in so many steps there. You don't even like realize it because it's the convention, so it's like you walk in the circles, but exactly. So you're putting in tons of steps in the same areas, but it's a lot.
But it adds up to a lot over time, and your feet are gonna hurt really bad.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So wear comfortable shoes. That's great advice right there.
Comfort over style, but I'm at that age. Maybe young kids they can do whatever they want, not me.
Yeah, I know. That's so true. But yeah, that's a really good point. Just because I mean, and at the convention, like pretty much if you're at one of the sides, like you're standing, you're either walking or standing. So there's not any places like you can sit down, but if it's like an artist performing on a meet and greet stage or something, you're gonna stand for that, right?
Well, I mean, you go there, we get there. I don't know. It opens at like what, like 10 maybe?
Sure, yeah,
something like that. And it might be earlier, or you're waiting in earlier if you want to.
Yeah.
But even if it opens at 10, you get there exactly 10. You're standing from 10 to like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you're just constantly moving.
That's like a solid like 7
Stay
hour
hydrated.
Day. Yeah, stay hydrated.
You kind of forget about that stuff when you're running around trying to get to the certain areas of what. I mean, that's what we kind of said earlier. Is like look at the map, understand the map, know what stages are what, and like see what artists are on what stage. I know it's like a simple thing, like know the schedule, but you really need to because there's so much going on, especially when you get in there.
It's very like
and there's like thousands of people.
Overwhelming.
Oh,
like,
it is.
You have your sensory overload. So
I remember the first time because the waiting was like the dreadful waiting experience outside. Luckily, it was a nice day, but we had to wait like around the whole block, set up poorly. But like I remember getting in at first and like almost needing to sit down because there was so much people, so much like noise, so much like stuff, booths, all this stuff. Like it is nice to try and be as prepared as possible by just like knowing where things are.
Speaking of that, so they've had us wait several different ways, but one time it's because it was raining outside.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's normally outside.
Yeah.
So you might want to wear some sunscreen because we were out there for a long time.
Yeah, have an umbrella maybe.
I'm pretty sure that
Check
I
your
got
weather.
like sunburnt from
Oh my gosh.
waiting outside because we were out there for a couple hours.
Yeah, it was a long time.
And we went inside last year, but it was like pouring rain outside, so I feel like that had something to do with it.
Last year's was really great how it's waiting, but this year looking at it, everything kind of moved back into the other big convention building, so I'm wondering if we're going to have to like go back outside.
Yeah.
Wait.
So I mean,
last year's was perfect. I don't know.
I mean, you'll legit be outside. By the time we got inside the first year, I was like sweat through all my clothes.
Oh.
Like it was hot.
Oh, that was a long day.
It really was. But yeah, so there's your tips for starting out. Go on ahead of time. You can look at the schedules. Usually they set them up on like their Instagram account or something.
Yeah.
They'll post like the artist lineups, what time they're going to be places, when they're going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Eat something before you go if you can. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not for everybody, but I mean, you want to. Unless you have money, then who cares?
Right.
Make sure you drink some water. Stay
I think
hydrated.
that's
Drink
such
a little
a big
bit of
one.
something.
That's such a big one.
Wear comfortable walking shoes because you're going to be walking for a while. Also, make sure you have your tickets out so that way they can just scan your stuff and you can get your wristbands and be done. You don't have to like sit there and like fumble through your emails and everything like that.
Yeah, that's something I was going to mention because it's on Access and like because how Kcon's doing is pretty much everything separate. So just kind of look at your tickets beforehand and know what's for what day just so you can, make that process as smooth as possible because we've seen people get stuck because they don't know where things are or they didn't even have tickets for the certain things.
They like get moved to the back.
Yeah,
of
and
the
then it's
line.
just a mess
like,
because
just
you
waiting for no
don't
reason.
want to wait anymore. So I've already kind of done that because luckily they've already sent them out. But like know which tickets are for what, so you kind of have an idea of where to go to when it's like game time to actually get into the, because that is like a little bit of a stressful moment when you're like in line about to go through the metal detector, get your ticket because like you need everything to work at that point. So make sure it does.
That's some good starting out type of stuff. Oh, and bring sunscreen if you're gonna wait outside because you're
That
gonna be
or
out
an
there for a
umbrella.
while.
Yeah, that or an umbrella. Make sure you check your weather.
Yeah, make sure you check the weather because I mean, like I said, some days it could be raining. It's LA. Some days it could, even though it doesn't really rain there unless it's like.
Yeah, we've experienced both years. We've experienced different weather because the hurricane. We did experience rain. So
Which doesn't say it's kind of ironic. Because the first year we went was like the actual hurricane time. And
Yeah.
that's when we stood outside in the sun.
yeah,
And the next year it's just like normal, but we went inside because it was raining.
it's very weird because we were there like before it got there, and that's all everyone was talking about was this hurricane coming. It's like beautiful sunny day for a couple days. Like
I do remember this third day maybe.
yeah,
I sat back and waited for you guys for a little bit, and then I like actually left to go find you guys because it said, of course, it said, "Watch out, hurricane's coming. Everybody take shelter. Don't go outside if you don't have to." I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well maybe I should go to the place. I like walked over there and was like soaked.
right. Yeah, so just know your weather, just like basic stuff. Just understand that because you might be excited to do what you're gonna do, like we all would be. So, but just make sure you got your basics down. That's like something I would like tell myself in the first year because we definitely forgot like some of those key things.
Yeah,
Like,
we did.
We just didn't think about it, right?
Make sure your phone's fully charged. I think I said that already.
Yeah.
Make sure you have all your ID identification.
Yes, you need that. You need that. have some sort of money because you're probably gonna need that.
Yeah,
too.
make sure you have money at least a little bit
Yeah.
in case you need to buy something like an emergency or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's also just kind of like standard stuff.
Yeah, it's just normal for anywhere you're going, but it's
also
important.
Depending on where you're coming from, because we kind of always get a hotel within like a mile walking distance up there. I don't know how far away other people are staying or what they're doing, but if you plan on staying closer to the venue, if you have plenty of time in between the convention, if you stay the whole time of the show,
Yeah.
to like go home and get changed into what you want to wear to the actual show.
Right. Yeah. So if you need to put on your theme outfit for ZB1 for a certain stage or something, you can go do that.
Yeah, you don't have to like walk around with it all day.
I will say something as like, I don't know, if people are going with friends and you are staying in LA, use buddy system.
Yeah.
Use buddy system. Just do that. Just because, it's a big city, so just be smart. Nothing's going to happen, but use the buddy system.
Everybody stay safe out there.
That's what we're trying to say. That's really the point of the show today, is stay safe. So
we usually use the buddy system because we usually go with a bunch of people. Except for me, I just kind of wander off on my own and show up randomly.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we usually try to stay together and do stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, figure out what you're going to do, coordinate with your friends, but if someone's going back to change or get a phone charge or something, maybe go back with someone else. I mean, we've done that. We've gone like, oh, you want to eat? It's like, let's go, to the little mall thing and eat, and we leave.
I was saying my last bit of information about this, like starting out stuff, I think he said it already, the food there is very expensive.
Yeah.
So if you can eat outside of the place, like even by one of the little like...
Yes.
Taco trucks or vendors outside of the actual venue.
Yeah.
Saves you so much money.
Yeah. That's what we do.
There's been multiple times I've bought food in the place because I didn't realize there's other places outside of the venue. There's also a lot of places in walking distance that you can go that are like normal, like Subway or Denny's or Sbarro or something.
Well, something I was going to say that we didn't...
One meal's like 35.
It's crazy. It's for like a basic, like freaking like...
For like a plate of nachos or
chicken
something.
and some rice. Yeah, they really gouge you, but, it's a festival, so that's what they're going to do. But there is a nice... there's a lot of places to eat in downtown LA, and then there is a nice, which we went to, which we found out this last year because we saw it the first year but didn't go. There's actually like a nice kind of mall thing just a couple blocks down, and that was a whole food court with like all the normal mall food things, and like it's all normal mall price. We got Sbarro and we love Sbarro, but that was way better than like $33 nachos. So, and then last thing about that too is if you're with friends and you're leaving to go somewhere, just let them know. Say, hey, we're going back to the room for a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's like have a heads up. Like, oh hey, I'm going.
Or if you're leaving and going back to the hotel, stay with your group. Don't just walk off.
Also,
and then
this is from personal experience.
Turn your head and your person's gone and there's just thousands of people and you don't know where they are. That's not fun.
Yeah,
just let them know.
Make sure you have your friend's contact information.
Yeah, have a group chat. Be like, hey, we're going back to the room. Take a nap. I'm staying here. Whatever. People can do whatever they want. Nothing wrong with that. Just let people know. That's my big dad pet peeve.
I'm with you. It's kind of
we've had things like that happen, especially because it's just a lot of people. Especially in that circumstance, there's like a lot of cars down there. It's loud. There's like lots of shine. I don't know. Again, it's like a very stimulating place. So like you don't need people wandering off.
I would literally just send a message like I'm going back to the room.
Be like, well, we're going back to take a nap.
So at least
I'm going to swim.
Walking around, we're like, where the hell is
like where's Brian? Like where's he at?
And you look at your phone, it's like, oh, he left like 2 hours ago.
Because we're like, oh, we don't need to worry about that. We'll go stay here. We'll go to this stage, whatever. Like just have your schedule out, but let everybody know what you're doing.
I guess that kind of covers going to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're actually at the convention, there's going to be a lot of stuff to look at.
Yeah.
And you feel like you can't do it all in one day.
Yeah.
There's 3 days, so...
Yeah, you don't have to.
Make sure you split it up so you don't get overwhelmed.
You don't have to.
I would like, make your rounds. I mean, there's like different stuff to look at every year.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people don't, but like obviously prioritize your like artists you want to see more than other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would just, because we've had instances or... sometimes you gotta choose because there's multiple people doing something at the same time, so that's, that's on you. But, like, don't get caught up at, like, the Shein booth trying to win a coupon when, like, you're trying to see ZB1 over here doing something. Like, go watch ZB1 and then come back. Like, you'll have time to do that,
Because the things with the vendors and booths, like, I mean, there's certain special things to do, but they're going to be there.
Like,
The groups are going to be there for the one performance and leave. So,
yeah,
you need to go see them and then go do the other stuff.
Make sure you see your people. Figure out where they're going and check them out because that's why you're there.
Also, if there's specific things you want from the merch booth, I'd highly suggest you actually get there and get it before you go do other stuff.
Goes
in
quick.
Your bag.
Goes quick.
Because for the more popular stuff, it goes quick. And they're not going to have it for the rest of the weekend.
Immediately.
They don't really do restocks.
No, they kind of have a set amount, and
once they're out, they're out.
It is gone. So that's a good point right there.
Because, I mean, we've been the same way. We're like, oh, it's kind of a long line. We'll wait till later. We come back.
Gone.
Not there.
I'm actually kind of glad that I think the first year we got a couple things for some friends and stuff. I got maybe one thing, but I'm kind of glad that we've never been like super killer on the merch because, it does go fast, and if you miss it, like oof, because you don't want to be like stuck in the merch line and you miss Kepler. You know what I mean? It's just always prioritize your artists, unless I guess you like need that bucket hat or something. But I don't know where that would make sense of like missing a group. So
there you go.
Make sure you do that.
Prioritize your artists you want to see with your events you have to do, because that's when like all the extracurricular stuff takes place. Get your merch if there's merch that you want. And then secondly, go to your booths in a timely manner, because you have multiple days to...
Yeah.
And we did learn from some of the booth things, like especially the ISNA one, that at the beginning of the next day they do get a restock of things.
Like some stock, if there's like something you can win or something, they'll have more,
So, unlike the actual merch for Kcon stuff, they do restock their stuff.
Yeah,
so you do have a chance of getting it later on if you need to get it later on.
Yeah, like just try the next day. It should be there at least for day 2.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if you're going to try and get everything late day 3, probably not going to be there. But, you should be fine for like second day, even into the third day. But
so that's important to remember. Because there also is a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff.
There's just a lot of people. Well, and then some places get very crowded because there's some boy group there and you can't even walk the certain way. So you have, always just be aware of your surroundings.
Also, I guess one tip I'd give you is don't go to the first booth and blow all your money on something.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's a chance someone else has it at a different booth that's just the same amount, if not cheaper.
Yeah.
So
definitely look around first.
I definitely look around, because it's definitely happened to us a couple times.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes like albums and cards and
photo
stuff.
cards and stuff, because there's all that there. There's like multiple shops and stores that have booths set up for that, which is cool.
Another thing is, for you guys who care, like me, I always get a tattoo when I go there.
Yeah.
It's just dudes on site giving tattoos. Kind of pricey, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure if you want to do that, you get there as soon as possible, because they will get their slots filled up for the day, and then you can't get them.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
If that's something you're looking forward to doing, like I look forward to doing it every year, I got multiple ones. I'll probably get one this next year too.
Yeah.
Just make sure you seek them out right away, wherever they're located at, and get on the list for sometime during the day, because they'll call you or contact you to come back.
Yeah.
Because like I said, once their slots are full for the day, they're done. So you either have to come back the next day and hopefully to get on there, or you're screwed until next year.
Yeah. Well, and you wouldn't think tattoo thing, I'm sure I could just, K-pop convention, who's going to do that? People do.
A lot.
People do.
A lot. And
both years, they've been really busy.
I haven't really asked them myself, but I have seen people getting tattoos that weren't on their little thing. They say, hey, can you do this? I'm like, sure, pay me whatever.
Yeah.
So, they do have other people doing other tattoo work and not just what they have set out. So, depending on how much time they're taking up per client, how many artists are there.
Yeah.
You may not get there, in the middle of day 2 and be on the list of, we're covered through the rest of day 2 and some of the day 3. So you need to get that early if you want to get that.
Something too is, I guess added on to the experience of the convention. Definitely pay attention to Kcon's social medias.
Oh yeah.
Because they say things that are going on, or something that was big last year is they had the Samsung booth, who's the major sponsor of it. But they had a thing that if you went had a person talk to you about Samsung features of a phone, they'd give you this special area to a certain side stage that they had going on, and groups would come on, play 5-6 songs. It was awesome. It was a real concert, but you could get a ticket to get very, very close for that. So I don't know if they're going to do that this year. I can't guarantee it, but just stuff like that Kcon puts on their social media. So just be aware for options. You don't even have to pay for it. It's just a sick upgrade if you do a little thing for the vendor of whatever they're doing.
Also,
that was very sick.
If they have it this year, because I don't remember if they had it last year. That's the first year. When they had the little workshop thing. Remember, it's a workshop and you go into the room and there's a limited amount of people, when we saw Kepler.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they did that last year. I don't.
So maybe they'll bring it back. But if you like,
That
find
was fun.
It's crazy because if you found that out and you were first in line,
Oh my gosh.
you were literally front row, like 2 feet from Kepler, and you like got your picture taken with them. You got to do all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, if you could get like picked and they went and took photos with them, that was cool. And that was something that we kind of like stumbled upon. We were like, "What is this thing?"
And we were like the very last cutoff of people to be in.
We didn't even get to sit down. We were so far. We were standing in the back, but
Standing
it was still
remotely.
cool. We pretty much watched Kepler do everything possible.
And one guy was there multiple times for different shows. He got picked multiple times by the groups to get pictures with them and stuff.
Rigged, but yeah, that was very cool.
So yeah, I mean, look out for that kind of stuff. They have special stuff going on all the time.
It's really wild because it's like a thing where it's like, I don't know, like any moment you like, there's like a big line here, a big crowd for this. An artist is just walking by you with security. Like, it's like a zoo in a good way. There's just so much going on.
I'm also just kind of interested to see what all they got going on this year because they always switch things up. Because I wish they had the little ask questions in the box thing again that they had the first year.
They didn't do that.
Because that was cool. Because you got to see the artist in the box getting talked to like a little not reality variety show.
Yeah, it was like a.
And then you could stand in line at the end and you got to see them all walk out past you and wave at them.
It was cool. Yeah, it was like a. Was it like an Mnet thing or something?
I don't remember.
Because like it was like a little box, and we watched Kepler go in there like a host, and like at the back of the box on the outside, you could like watch what they were filming in it, so it looked like you're watching a thing on YouTube.
Yeah, it was like legit. Like,
it was really cool.
Like,
they played games,
box.
and it was like that was really cool.
I wish they filmed it. You could watch it on the side.
Yeah, you like watch it. It's like you're watching Weekly Idol, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it was
because it was just a white wall behind them. It was so sick. I wish they had it last year. There's actually a lot of things the first year that I wish they had last year.
Also, look out for your not performance stage thing, but the little mini stage that they have.
Yeah.
Because if there's people performing on that, doing stuff, it gets packed real quick.
Yeah. Yep.
So if there's that's the thing about prioritizing your artist. If you want to see somebody up there, you need to be up there early because it gets super packed.
And if you like prioritize that in a good way, you can get really close.
Like, I mean, you can be closer there than you're ever going to be
at a show. Absolutely. Like if you put a little effort into trying to be early for some things, you can be extremely close to them. Like you said, closer than any show you'll ever experience.
Yeah.
So that's definitely true too.
I guess the important lesson here is pay attention to the social media posts while you're at the event, which seems really weird, but.
Well, and yeah, it's true because there's just always new stuff popping up. I know they do. We don't do it, but some of our friends there's like games and stuff you can do too to like win prizes. So that's always like a fun thing if you want to. But it's always powered through the social media, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just because the first year we were just kind of shell shocked, but I swear there was so much stuff that I had no idea what was going on. I was like, oh look, Kepler's over here, and I'm like, was this somewhere? I have no idea. I was like the confused Mr. Krabs, but it was good. It was good.
Also, this is where your bag comes in handy because they do give away a lot of freebies at the PMtoday stuff.
They do.
At the ramen area, just like random crap they give everybody.
Yeah, just like a keychain or something.
Keychains, ramen, like actual ramen. Pins, buttons.
It's sick. It's so cool. There's like such cool stuff, and some of it's not even like K-pop at all, but it's just like
and like Choice Music was there from LA.
Cool stuff.
So they had a whole like shop set up where you could buy albums.
Yeah, you could buy albums. I bought photo cards.
There's a place where this year you could buy like used goods. So you get like used light sticks at a discounted price.
Yeah, it's very sick. And then like some of not all the groups have a booth, but like the ISNA one had photo cards for them, so that was cool. I mean, me personally, I always bring a couple of the like sleeve things, the plastic ones, so I can just like put them in. I mean,
that's a good advice there. If you think you're gonna get some freebies or something, bring like the hard shell case sleeves for.
I do because I have a little bag and I just throw some sleeves in there just
so you can protect your cards. You're not walking around with them in your pocket all day.
Exactly, they're just gonna get squished, and you don't want to hang on to them all the time. So
that's actually real good advice.
That's
like something you don't really think about, but then you're there and you're like, shit, I wish I had a top loader.
Yep,
or why'd I get this random card? I need a top loader.
Yeah, I know I had a lot. I don't know if I was like learned the first year. I feel like I kind of thought of it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll get photo cards. But they have things where you can literally just buy photo cards, so I know I'm gonna do that. So I'll bring a few, like, just to keep them safe in my bag, so they're not getting squished. So
that's real good advice right there.
Just a little technical thing there, so your stuff that you buy doesn't get messed up. As far as your albums, I don't know. You put those somewhere safe, but
Yeah,
I feel
put
like
them in your
people.
bag to bring
I
with
feel
you.
like people they have like a bag limit, but I feel like people had like all sorts of bags in there.
Yeah,
like
there's
a
also-
backpack.
There's also places where you can get like bags, like
Mhm.
give away like little bags. You get like a grocery store or something.
That's
somewhere.
true. That's true. Last year,
Or if you go to Core Limited, if you buy like $75 worth of clothes, you get what is it, like a complimentary like cloth bag or
yes,
something like that.
you can have a handkerchief on a stick and put your stuff in there.
Which somehow our friends are not smart enough to figure out.
Idiots.
They should buy all their stuff together to reach the limit instead of buying everything separately.
Gosh.
For like $60 a piece.
You spend way over the limit, but you don't get the bag because you didn't buy it all at one time. They that place is very sick. Shout them out. They have very cool clothes.
I well, a lot of Core Limited like hats and stuff.
I got a sick.
Represent my people.
I got a hat.
But they have a
It's
lot
not
of stuff
too
there.
Korean, but it's still cool. I don't
Kind of
wanna-
pricey in my opinion,
Yeah,
but I also just don't buy a lot of clothes, so maybe it's not as pricey as I think it is.
we got some cool hats from them.
But if I do see a nice hat, I will buy it because
Yeah.
I wear hats every day.
Me too. I don't even know where I think it's in my room somewhere. I got to bring it to LA. But yeah, they're cool. There's a lot of cool booths.
My final tidbit of information for that is, as prepared as you think you are, you're probably missing something.
You're
So,
gonna miss something,
just do
but
your
it's
best.
gonna be okay. Just do your best.
This is a learning experience. At least if you're there day one and you're coming back, you can better prepare for the next couple days.
That's true. You just learn from your experience
Well,
as
it's
you
like,
go.
everything's different, so I'm like, we're giving you a guide to try to help you, but everything can be completely different when you
Well,
go
everything's
next
gonna,
year.
yeah, everything's gonna be different for us because the map is different than it
Yeah,
was
so
any
I
of the
mean,
other
it's-
years. So we're gonna be learning when we go this year.
This is just the baseline for you.
I mean, definitely in any situation, which people should know, is like definitely make sure your phone is charged.
Yeah, that's
Like-
important.
Like, don't lose battery in your phone. Don't lose that. It's like the main thing you got.
And you will be picking up a lot of extra crap, so you're gonna want someplace to put it.
Absolutely.
Like I'm gonna say, like
That's a true fact.
like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just not gonna take anything. You're definitely
You
gonna end
are.
up with something,
You're gonna wind up with a lot
and
of
you're not
stuff.
gonna be like, damn, I don't want to carry this around all day in my hand, like,
Yeah.
and I don't want to throw it away and be disrespectful to their country. So
No, you are going to. That's a good point right there. So just be prepared for that kind of stuff.
also be prepared for the level of attractiveness of all the people that are giving you free things, because it's like on a whole nother level. Like I'm not just
Fell in
saying
love
that
a
just
million
like just be
times.
like saying it like
No.
There's like people, the guys and girls that are working these
just
booths as
beautiful.
volunteers. They're like so attractive, I like can't even look at them in the eyes.
Oh my gosh,
So,
I still think of that one person, that one girl from the first year.
like you can't, like it's like unreal. So
But the
don't
guys-
don't be intimidated because they're all very.
If you want to ask
attractive.
about the lotion and face mask, you do it.
like they are very attractive.
I mean,
Let's just say they bring over the best of the best.
I guess they really do, because I'm like, why'd you not debut in this boy group? You're the handsomest man I've ever seen.
Yeah, so-
it's crazy.
Just be prepared for that.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's very, very crazy. It was both years too. That wasn't even a fluke of the first year. It's both years.
No, it's everybody. It's everybody.
So yeah, I think that's like a pretty good. Just be ready for what you got. Keep all your baseline stuff and go from there.
Yeah,
Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy.
If you start at the bottom with like the stuff you're there to actually do, you should probably knock that out first and do everything else later.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Especially if you get your main things you're trying to see, like I guess your little booths and stuff, like the Shein booth or the
Yeah.
other facial place, whatever they do, or your tattoo thing or whatever's going on.
Like Olive Young was a
Yeah.
big one. That was, oh my gosh, the line for that was longer than anything.
If you can knock that out in the first day and you're coming back for the other days, you can easily just focus on the artist more or focus on the artist, and the day you know you're not going to be going to see anything, do the other stuff.
There you go. That's when you do your waiting
Because some
in
of
line
those
for
lines,
makeup.
like the line, and like the Olive Young line,
Oh, that line was so long.
they stretch on forever. Like,
mean, it's
you'll
like-
never reach the front of that.
I mean, that's like good makeup stuff. So people were, I mean, that was like across the whole thing. That's how
Yeah,
big.
they
that
will line up and they
Shein
will
was a
stand
long
there
line.
the entire day.
There's other ones too. I just don't remember what they were, but I just remember I think it was Olive Young. The one
Like I said, wear good shoes because you'll be standing for a long
the
time.
one thing that I don't know the brand, but they make like the mini Ive characters in the ZB1. That was an extremely long line.
Yeah, it wasn't a line.
That was a long line for those. I don't remember what it's called. I mean, I waited in it and bought something, but I don't know. Pretty much the good stuff. If you want it, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait.
So
There's no getting around.
don't miss your orders because of it. Just figure out a time.
And if you
can.
ever see it, like, oh, well, it's kind of a long line. I'll come back later. There's no going down.
Woo.
It's gonna be long the whole time.
You gotta maybe just take your hit there if you're not gonna miss anything. So Yeah, if you're like, I don't want to go sit down, it's like, no, you get your butt in line and wait. But that's like with anything good, I guess.
Yeah. There's also places to sit, so I mean, it's not like you're standing the whole time, but
like there's a ton of people, but it is a very big place, so there is like space. Like there'll be crowded areas, especially if artists are on the floor somewhere.
Maybe this is the year where I'll eat one of those random hot dogs from the vendors outside for like $1.25.
Yeah.
Where it's like the grilled onions
so
and
good.
like peppers on it. I always think about eating it. I never do, but maybe I'll do it this
That
year.
watermelon was good when I got it the one time from the little people out. Oh my gosh. Best when you leave the concert and they're like cooking it, smells so good.
Oh, if you like work things right too, like you can easily get like free energy drinks and stuff from people giving out samples. Mm-hmm. I drank a lot of Alani now.
Yeah. They if you time it right, you get some good stuff.
But that pretty much covers like your stuff getting to the convention, being in the convention.
Yeah.
And then lastly, for the concert part, I guess it really just kind of depends on what's going on because sometimes we flow through security super quick.
Yeah.
And other times we don't. It just depends. Like honestly, like it's like hit or miss. It changes every time. But I would suggest getting there a little early because sometimes you can get backed up in security and like literally be stuck outside the venue while the show's happening because they just will not let people through.
It's very weird.
Even when you're there early.
It's very weird, but we have experienced it. Sometimes we've literally walked up to a gate and walked right in, and they've never said a word. Go through metal detector, you're good. Other times we've waited for like 30 minutes just standing there. Yeah. And no one's moving. And you're like, well, and then eventually like someone, the workers yell at people and they let them in. It's weird. So
if you don't want to miss the people, because you don't really know the lineup or the schedule of who's going to be
like what time they're doing
what order.
Yeah.
You just know what groups are going to be there on that day.
Mm-hmm. True. Very
true.
So
you could miss an opening group or something happen, like when you missed Kick It by NCT 127.
Yeah.
But we also didn't know they were going to be the ones opening the show with Kick It at the very beginning.
Right.
Exactly at like 7 o'clock.
We never would have guessed that.
And we were there early.
That was very weird. That was the last day, I believe.
Yeah,
because they did the CW.
And it wasn't us, even the girls in front of us. They all got held up in security.
We just are standing there.
In the days before, we just walked in.
It's weird how I swear every day security was very different. So I just again, be prepared, be early, make sure you don't miss who you want to miss. Or you don't want to miss. So
I also, for the first time ever last year, kind of wore earplugs.
Yeah.
Because one, it's loud in there.
It's very loud.
Is whatever.
Very loud.
But the amount of girls there screaming at the top of their lungs is ungodly large.
That's the loud part.
And it's ear piercing, it hurts your eardrums so much I can't enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Because it's just so loud from them screaming right next to me.
It is.
Because I remember the first year.
Oh my gosh.
We actually had decent seats in the upper level, and we left and went to the higher part by ourselves because the girls around us were screaming so loud.
It was
that I couldn't take it. I'm I gotta get out of here.
I mean, I literally, it's a thing, especially in K-pop, because you see reels making fun, but man, it's just a constant ringing in your ear.
Like a siren pitch.
3 days. And it's they don't stop. You're they'll tire out. Nope. They don't. So, I mean, I guess be prepared, have some earplugs for that situation.
I go to a lot of shows. I don't ever wear earplugs. I don't care about how loud the music is. But the screaming, ear-piercing, shrill shrieking hurts my ears so bad.
I'm
so I wore earplugs.
Nothing wrong with people being excited, but there is a point when it's a constant alarm of shriek in your face that it gets a little much.
It's not just when they're playing. It's when they're just standing there talking.
Yeah. Which we've kind of, it goes back to let's just be considerate of the people around you.
Speaking of being considerate of people around you, please don't bring giant signs and things to block everyone's view.
Don't block the view. Oh gosh. Don't block the view. Because if they see your sign, great. But at the end of the day, don't be rude to other people.
Because other people also paid money to be there to enjoy it.
Everyone's breaking some
kind of How people get page. Signs in there, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know that's even
when
allowed.
You're blocking off 3 rows worth of people's views because we're holding up a big sign that says notice me.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
No, I never, for any type of show, I'm not a fan of that. Because you can't see. If you're behind them, you're screwed because there's this big sign in your face.
Also, for those of you wondering, they do allow light sticks in the venue.
Yeah.
But on the topic of being courtesy for people, don't go swinging all crazy. There's been so many times I've almost been hit in the head with people with their light sticks.
You just gotta be aware of your surroundings in the situation. It's no, there's other people there. Everyone's in this together. We're all a team trying to enjoy this. So don't go rogue and like mess it up for other people. That's concert life advice for anybody. Because we've seen it and we've had it happen. So
these aren't really, I guess, guides to a good experience. This is more like pet peeves, but it makes the experience better.
well, yeah, just be respectful. But like people go insane at Kcon.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like even last year when it was like less people in the actual shows, it was still so loud in there. Like it is just like I don't know. It is so loud. So just be prepared for that.
Also, make sure your phone's charged.
Again, that's like the main thing. Have your phone. Have your phone.
The big one, because of some of our friends actually, make sure you have enough memory on your phone to record the videos and take the pictures. So you don't
true.
have to delete stuff in the middle of the show to try to record a song.
We've seen that happen, and it is bad. And then you're like missing out because you're trying to freak out and delete apps or photos of other stuff, and like you're missing what the artist is saying or the current artist performing. It's rough.
And we're like, why didn't you back up all your videos and stuff onto your computer when we told you to a year ago?
Like 3 months before this happened, anytime you just sitting there, you could do it. But so yeah, make sure your phone has a lot of battery. That's a good point. Because you're going to be taking a lot of photos of different stuff.
And especially if you're there all day and you're not like going back to your room or anything beforehand.
Yeah.
You're going to be using your phone a lot. You're going to be out there for a solid, 12, 15 hours.
You need that power bank for sure. You need that power bank. Make sure that thing's charged. Because that has all your tickets on it too. So you don't want to like miss out. Like, oh, my phone's dead. I was like, well, you can't get in.
True.
You gotta have your phone ticket.
So I guess for the show, be there early. Make sure you get to your seats. Be courteous of other people.
Yeah, that's it.
Bring earplugs if you also are afraid of the shrill screech or the shrill screams, squeaks.
It's all that. It's all that.
And then enjoy it, because it's fun.
Oh, it's so fun. I'm so excited for it. And it's, other than that, it's just a concert. So like,
And like they said in
just sit there and enjoy
High School
it.
Musical, we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
We're all there to enjoy it
Just
together.
like, who was like our mentor when they had the little, was it Jaehyun or something?
Oh yeah,
He was like
took us through like a whole adventure.
history of K-pop and
History of
K-pop.
K-pop.
It was nice. It was a very nice thing. He was like in a learned office thing,
Yep.
like with bookshelves and stuff.
Pretty
but-
sure he's in the army, so he's not even going to be there this year.
Yeah, I know. But that was cool. But he's like, hey, we're all going to have fun, and let's just, enjoy it.
I will say, on a more upbeat kind of note, very easy to make new friends and talk to people.
Yeah, it's cool.
So if you're like going by yourself or you're afraid you're going to be like a loner, there's plenty of people to talk to.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Everyone I've ever talked to who's come talk to me is like super chill, super nice, just love K-pop.
I mean, it's all people that like K-pop, so there you go.
It's not like, going to a random room in college and you're going to be a castaway because no one knows what you're talking
Everybody
about.
likes this stuff too, so you'll have something to bond or at least talk about. So, but that's a good point.
The best way to start a conversation is to compliment someone's button or random photo card they have hanging
Yeah,
from
or
their
like
bag.
a jersey or just anything. You have like, oh, that's very cool.
Or, oh, where'd you get that nice card holder? Oh, who's that in your card? I'm telling you, it works every time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like your Itsy button. That's cool. Like, do you like Itsy? Did you go see him?
Yeah.
Really easy to make friends and talk to people there. I guess not friends. It's a really easy way to make acquaintances and talk to people
Yeah,
there.
so true. We've done it with people we sat by and everything.
Yeah, and then if you talk to them the first couple of days, you can meet up with them the second day
Yeah.
and you go do stuff together and you got a new friend to talk
got new
to.
K-pop friends out there.
It's way easier to make friends with people than people think it is.
Honestly, it is.
Especially in K-pop.
That's very true. Well, because I feel like we're all like, we all like it, but at the same time, we're like, man, no one else likes this but me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't really like look for it or think anyone does. So when you're literally with 15,000 people that like this thing, or like even more on the convention floor, like, you'll find something to talk about.
Yeah, no, just wait in line, just strike up a conversation. Everyone's pretty nice. I've never ran into anybody who was mean or didn't want to talk to you, like blew you off completely.
No, I've never seen that at KCON. Everyone's been very accommodating and very friendly. I feel like a thing that I would let.
Just be open to talking to people, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, get away from me, or oh, no,
No.
I'm not a big fan of them. Like, just be open to talking to people, make friends. Have
I
a
will
good
say,
time.
I feel like if I had to give advice, it's like, if you're with other people and maybe you're not all together, just coordinate where you're going to meet up afterward. Like, that's like my big advice is when it's after and everyone's leaving and they're full of all the energy and stuff of like the concert and it's just filing out into the road or wherever the crypto, like, it's hard to find people. So maybe find a nice meeting place for everyone to go.
And then once you're there, don't leave the meeting place. When everyone else is
Don't
trying to
walk
be
off
there.
into the dark. That's a great advice. Downtown, like, don't walk off into
Yeah.
the darkness. Never go to the darkness. That's a good point. Make sure your team's on the same page. and you'll be okay. Because I feel like every single time we have issues with that.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that's just us, but we should be okay.
You think by this time we'd get it, but apparently not.
We should be okay.
Time will tell. Making memories together.
I mean, I guess like other stuff. If you have time, like you can go explore different parts of Los Angeles or California if you have the means or whatever. That's always fun. One thing I want to do this time is, Koreatown's very cool. We ate there. Food was like really good. There's like K-pop stores there if you want to check it out. But I'd like to do that again. That was cool. And just vacation for most people. So go have fun.
Yeah, have a good time. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, just enjoy it the most you can. Don't let little stuff get you. Just have fun.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all there really is to it.
Yeah.
I guess the moral of the story is just be prepared and have a good time.
Be respectful. Have fun. Communicate with the people you're with. Do use the buddy system.
Yeah.
Please use the buddy system.
I hope some of these tips helped you, but if you're actually listening to this and you want to know more or you have any questions we missed out on, feel free to message us or comment on something and we'll answer back.
Oh, we will definitely answer the best of our ability. One last big thing, unless you absolutely have to, I would not recommend flying in the morning of the first day.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
It might be a little late for some people because it's coming up, but don't do that.
I mean, I get, everyone's situation is different. You got work, something going on. Who knows? It's literally the only day you could get there. Fine. But if you don't have to, at least get there one day early.
Yeah, because we flew there the day of one year.
The first year.
And that was rough.
We went airport, hotel, dropped our stuff off, immediately walked down, got in a line. We had no idea what it was, just a massive line. And we're 8:45, 9 a.m. in LA. So confused, so tired. Horrible decision.
Yeah.
It all worked out the best it could, but...
Fell asleep during the beginning of the Kcon concert and got woke up by Ive doing Baddie.
And then freaking 10 and what's his name?
I was zonked out, dude.
Oh, we were so tired.
Then, show happened. Then we went on the balcony, stayed up for 26 hours, and went to sleep.
Really bad decision making there.
Passed out on the couch.
If you can leave early, or at least a day early, you don't even have to get there a whole day early. Just get there not the morning of.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was really
Learn
difficult.
from our mistakes.
And we haven't done that again. So, other than that, you can leave whenever.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's some pretty good tips.
Yeah.
And advice.
Breathe.
Yeah, just stay calm.
There's just a lot to take in.
If you're confused, chances are a lot of other people are also confused.
Right.
Including the staff.
Mm-hmm.
So, just stay calm. Don't freak out. Everyone's there to help.
Yeah, I ain't gonna help nothing. So
don't be afraid to ask people questions or directions because they'll definitely help you out.
Yeah, the best they can.
But
it's fun, and if you have the opportunity to go, if you're thinking about it, you should because it's a great time.
It is. Really fun.
It's definitely unlike anything else.
If you have the money and the means to do it, go do it.
At least do it. Try. Just try and go at least once.
Because I don't have the money or the means to do it. I'm still doing it.
And here we are. So, yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm very excited for it. We're pretty much good. I mean, we got all our stuff.
I was going to say it's going to be in 2 months from now.
That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Right now. So we're starting to...
8 weeks away.
The road to WrestleMania is upon us.
But yeah, I feel like that's pretty helpful. Hit us up if you got any other questions.
Yeah.
I'll answer them. Or he'll answer them. One of us will answer them.
We'll do our best.
Because I feel like I covered a bunch of stuff. Don't know if I covered everything because there's just so much happening.
Yeah. It was more of the general helpful guide to just be ready.
Which, that's really, if you can just get prepared and be kind of in a ready situation, you can pretty much deal with anything else when it comes to it, so.
Yeah. Know your show ticket is not your convention ticket.
Yeah, that's also important.
All your tickets are separate.
Make sure your tickets are in order.
Every single ticket you have is a separate thing, so make sure you're using that. Don't be like, well, I have this for Monday or Saturday, and it's that's for the show, not convention. Make sure you got it all.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying to separate everything. It should just be an all-in-one inclusive.
Oh, I know. That'd be nice. Or at least the day.
Yeah.
That'd be easy, but there's a lot of tickets in there.
So, be prepared for that. Hope you guys come to Kcon because it's pretty fun.
It is fun. Go out to Cali.
Yeah, it's nice out there.
Doesn't take too long to get there.
Let's see, though. My last idol of the week here is going to be... Dosey from Purple Kiss.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking Yuki.
Because I missed him so much.
Yeah, I miss Purple Kiss a lot. Actually, it hurts.
It's the only active K-pop group I even pay attention to.
Like they're.
Like it all.
I miss
So.
Purple Kiss a lot. I mean, we've seen some rumblings about a comeback, so hopefully that's true.
Hopefully.
But we were like looking at some of our vids and photos from the last Perky tour we went on, and it was so sick.
Cuts deep.
I miss it a lot. So
Wish they were Kcon.
I wish that'd be the greatest.
At least Austin's gonna be there.
I'd be most excited for Perky. So I don't know. I don't know who makes the calls there, but yeah, Austin's gonna be there. A lot of people are gonna be there. Very excited.
So hopefully we get to see you guys there. If not, hopefully you still listen to this and you're prepared for next year.
Absolutely.
But until then, we will talk to you later.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.